Hey, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. My name is Ethan Van Sciver, and I'm a comic book artist. I've been a comic book artist for 25 years. I'm also a Republican, which means that I get to put up with a lot of SJW nonsense and harassment. Ever since this thing started called Comicsgate, something that I did not start, but I have been dragged into, I have been harassed by the left-wing press, the far left-wing press. Including this gentleman here, whose name is Asher Elbein. Now, Asher Elbein is a friend of Kieran Shiak, and Kieran Shiak is a fellow who cyberbegs for money while demanding that I be fired from DC Comics. And he's been doing this for about a year. It is harassment, and while he harasses me, he accuses me of harassing him. Now, those of you that follow my YouTube channel know very well, all I want to do is talk about Star Wars and teach you how to draw the Joker, you know, stuff like that. I like this little community that we're building here. Nevertheless, he has colluded with weirdos in the far left press to harass me. This fellow, Asher Elbein, actually claimed to be a reporter for The Atlantic and sent me some harassing questions. And the EIC of The Atlantic actually had to come out on Twitter and say, Asher, he doesn't know who Asher is, he doesn't work for The Atlantic, and he's not on assignment for The Atlantic. Which should have been embarrassing enough for this guy to go away. But instead what he did as a freelancer was he went apparently and decided that he was going to write an article on Comicsgate, quote unquote, for the Daily Beast, which is the farthest of the far left news outlets, news quote unquote outlets. He sent me some questions. Now, ordinarily, you know, this is not part of my job. My job is to teach you guys how to draw. And to talk to you about comics and Star Wars again. But this is becoming part of my job. So let's do this interview together. This is they're preparing another hit piece on me. One just recently came out. What was that site called? BuzzFeed. So BuzzFeed just put out an article on Comicsgate, and of course they want to round me into Comicsgate. That would be great if they could do that, because I'm a well-known comic book artist who's not a far leftist. So they are trying to destroy me. All right, let's do this. Let's do this interview. Ready? Crack our knuckles. All right. Dun, dun. Let's reply. Asher Elbein. Hi, Ethan. I hope this finds you well. I'm reporting on Comicsgate for the Daily Beast, and I'm reaching out to you again for comment. Here's a list of questions. I'm on a relatively tight deadline here, so sooner is better. Well, how about right now? All right, question number 1. I'm preparing my answer. Bleeding Cool has alleged that DC has distanced itself from you and may not offer you additional work. To your knowledge, is this true? I say Bleeding Cool is notorious for its inaccuracy, right? If Bleeding Cool, I should put that in quotes, is reporting that DC is distancing itself from me, then I think it's safe to conclude that I will be the next Senior Vice President. There. I think that's safe to assume. Spell check senior. Fix this. I want to make sure my spelling and grammar is correct. All right, let's see. Question number 2. You maintain, I think this is, you maintain Comic Artist Pro Secrets. Hey, that's us. That's right here. Which you characterized in your response to BuzzFeed as, quote, successful and growing. Damn right. Like, we're at like 16,200 something subs. Thank you very much. Papa bless. Do you get any income from this channel through tips and such during live streams? All right. Yes, our cyber currency has raised over how much? $75 $1,000 in digital money. That's pretty impressive. All right. That'll shut him up. I'm wealthy. I'm wealthy in Bitcoin. It's not Bitcoin though. It's like, I don't know, frog coin. Number 3. There have been some rumors that you're considering launching or participating in a crowdfunded comics imprint with a conservative bent. Is this true? If true, who are you interested in collaborating with? And when will you make an announcement? We have no need for crowdfunding due to the massive success of our cyber currency. Truth. Question number 4. Likewise, if true, do you feel there is a specific need for independent conservative comic outlets? Let's see, independent comics are great! Exclamation point. Although I work with DC Comics, I have tremendous respect for all of the artists and creators at Image, IDW, and Arcaven. All right, question 5. What's the nature of your relationship with Richard Pace? He characterized your relationship as friendly, but with a public falling out several years back. What the hell? We were lovers for many years. Let's see, sadly, he left me for a Mexican furry after the 2008 San Diego Comic-Con. I spelled it sand. Yeah, that was sad. Broke my heart. Question number 6. You maintained in your response to BuzzFeed that you aren't transphobic and that both you and Meyer promote a mainstream right-wing position. How do you respond to Meyer's repeated references to trans feminine creators as men and his tendency to critique their physical appearance or effective voice? Who is Meyer? As for Zach, it is not for me to criticize what he does or does not find attractive in trans feminine creators. It's none of my business. All right, let's see. Question number 7. You've decried the toxicity of online discourse. However, you also mentioned your own battles with your quote-unquote mean streak, most notably when you told Sean Jurgens to kill himself, or when you tweeted about Kieran Shiak, quote, "That bitch can starve." Do you feel that you've contributed to online toxicity? Of course not. When I was offering recommendations to those individuals you mentioned, it was solely in my capacity as a priest. Excellent. Solely, did I spell that wrong? Solely, yeah. Okay, question number 8. We're almost done. This is going a lot quicker than I thought. Your fans have occasionally been fairly publicly nasty to people online. What? Or have cited you in online fights. Do you support or encourage this sort of behavior? Well, I think my fans are the best! Exclamation point times 4. I always appreciate their support for me and for my art. Excellent. Asked and answered. Question number 9. Do you think it's acceptable to try to get dissenting voices fired? Oof. Oops. Persky. I better renew that. Okay, do you think it's acceptable to try and get dissenting voices fired? All caps, there's no place for hatred in our society. Exclamation point. Let's put a little, yeah, right there. All right, looks good. Thanks, Asher. Have a great night. Love, Ethan. Send. All right, good. Done. Thanks, guys. It's no secret at all that I couldn't do this channel if it wasn't for support from you, my subscriber base, and my Patreon donors. If you'd like to join this community by pledging $1 or more per month, go check out the link in the description below. And I thank you.